like, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing well. Right, it's a Wednesday. It's 1:14, so we're at the slow part of the day. Probably the worst time possible to do this, so let's go. I'm just we're gonna try to see how quickly we can get $50 on Doordash. We're gonna Doordash in the city here, and we're gonna see if we can get $50. So we're gonna see how long that takes. Yesterday we did 100. It took way too long because it was on a Tuesday, and whatever. It doesn't always work out great. Today we are going to do. We're gonna shoot for 50. That way, so I don't have to be on all day long. I think we were on for 6 hours yesterday, getting that 100. We did it in 4 the other day, so it shouldn't be too bad. But I'm gonna get the app going. We'll get the chat phone rolling here. Let's see if we can get this going here. All right, sweet. Chat phone going. All right, so we got that going. And we're going to get the app going here in just a minute. Let's see. All right, let me get this ready so I can share it. Share it with somebody real quick. And then we're going to turn the Doordash app on, and we're going to get rolling, guys. Hope everybody's having a good day. It was really, really cold this morning. It's not quite as cold today. The sun's come out, so that's good. That's good news. And so far, so good, right? So I'm a little overdressed for the occasion, probably. I got like a coat. I got my hoodie on. I don't know how long I'm going to be in this state of mind, but all right, so I got that going. Let's see here. 7 minutes there. Sweet, we're good. Now I'm going to turn the app on. So how long has it been? 2 minutes, 3 minutes, something like that. That's okay. It doesn't matter. It's all the same. It's all the same. All right. The dash is going on, so I'm gonna put it on until 9:30, just because I have that acceptance rate issue that we were having yesterday. Let's look at that acceptance rate. Let's look at that acceptance rate and see where we're starting out at. Almost don't want to. So you got to go to the home screen nowadays. Ratings. 74. So we're starting at 74 acceptance rate. So hopefully we'll stay above 70. That's also kind of the goal, but we're going to try to get $50 as quickly as we can. Well, I mean, you can't force it, right? So we're going to see how long it takes to get 50, and we're going to stream until we do. And then I'll probably, after that, I'll just work the rest of the day anyway, but I'm not going to stream the whole day. We were going for 6 hours yesterday. Like I said, the time before that, we did like 4. Hopefully we can get this under 3, because we're looking for $50. So let's see what happens, guys. Let's see what happens on the apps. It's the slow time of day, too. So, man, hopefully get something, dude. 1:18 in the afternoon. And this is the worst possible time to do this. It really is. So, yeah. See how it goes. How's everybody doing today, though? Y'all all right? Everybody having a good day? Looks like 7 people are in here, so welcome in. Hope y'all are doing well. Trying to get $50 on the Doordash for the stream today. So that's what we're working for. And it's the slowest time of the day. I mean, it's almost idiotic, but hey, look. It's all good. It'll be all right. It'll be all right, man. Sometimes you gotta try to make things happen, or you gotta be willing to get out there and do things when everybody else isn't. And that's what I'm kind of hoping today, man. I'm hoping that like other people are taking the slow time of the day off before the dinner rush, and that maybe we'll get some orders, right? Crazy thing is, nothing yet. And we've had the app on for a couple minutes, so we'll... Oh, here we go. We're gonna take this Burger King, 750 for 7 miles. I'm gonna take it just to get the ball rolling. I found that it's a good idea just to go ahead and get the ball rolling, even though it's a little high on the miles. All right, cool. So we got that going. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Welcome in, everybody. Hope y'all are doing well. Thank you for being here. Thank you for checking out the live stream. We're trying to get $50 on the live stream from Doordash. So we got 7 right now, so this is a good start. If we get this in like an hour, which I don't think is going to happen, we'll go for 100. But I wanted to set it at 50 today to be realistic, so that we wouldn't be going all day. I don't like it once it starts getting dark. Just personally, I haven't figured out a good way to really do that yet. But during a day like this is great. Now, summertime would be good because we don't have to worry about that. It doesn't get dark until late, so we could probably run well into the dinner shift. Then things get popping. The dinner shift gets busy, man. But I'm thinking even right now, slowest part of the day, we could still get this 50. I don't know, 2 hours. 2 hours, maybe less, or I don't know, 2 hours. 3 hours at the max, I'm thinking. Right? What do you guys think? How's everybody doing today? What's the weather like? What's the weather like where you guys are at? It's 40, it's in the 40s. Oh man, it's just getting warmer. It's 47 now. I might have to take this coat off. It started out pretty stout this morning. It was like 38 degrees. That's cold, man. So for me at least here in North Carolina, it's 38 degrees is pretty chilly. And so I got the coat on, I got the hoodie on, ready to rock and roll, and then it's now the sun's out, so it's a pretty nice day. But let's do this thing. Going to Burger King. The king. The king of burgers. All right. Not a bad start. I mean, it's a little bit of high mileage, but it's not too bad. We should be able to get back into the zone pretty quick from this order, and hopefully we'll just keep on rolling, man. Keep on rolling. Keep on rolling, baby. Let's see. A green light. One more light, we'll be at the Burger King. I wonder if they got the crowns in there. I get a crown. Hop in Burger King and pick up a crown. So we had to wait a couple minutes for that first order, but not too bad. Not too bad. I gotta check the chat phone. I think it just died. Plug that up here just shortly. Hopefully this thing's ready. Hopefully the order is ready. Or at least close, right? We don't have to sit here and wait too long. Let's see here. All right. Parking at the Burger King. And yeah, that phone was dead, man. So I'm plugging that up. We'll have that back up and running. We'll get that back up and running and in no time. All right, be right back with the Burger King order. They were jamming in there, man. NY Gal, what's up? How's it going today? You're enjoying the day? I hope you're having a good day today. Thank you for hanging out, showing up. Always good to see you. All right, so we got, oh man, my keys. My keys. I got to get in the groove here. I don't need all those. I just need this one. Just chilling. The sun's out. Yeah, the sun's out here too. It's really nice. It's actually really nice. I got all this coat on and everything because it was cold this morning. It was in the 30s, but now it's in the 40s. So I think the coat's coming off soon. Directions. Okay. Oh man. Okay, this is like the Oh, interesting. Okay. Door 3. All right, cool. So we have our coordinates. So let's go get it. Let's go get it. Let's get this $7. Big money. Big money. Let's go this way. We're going this way. I don't want to wait at the light. We can go through the parking lot and just go turn right out on the road where we're going. So that's a better option for me. But yes, it is a sunny day here too. It's actually a really blue skies. Super nice out actually. Just a little crisp. But once it warms up a little bit, I mean, we're at 47. That's pretty good for me, man. I'll just keep it there and just be happy to do so. Happy to do so. All right. How's it going, Jessica? Welcome to the live stream. We're just getting started. We're trying to make $50 and however long it takes to do that is however long we're going to live stream today. Maybe a little longer. I don't know. But, you know, if it takes like an hour and a half or less, maybe we'll go for the 100. I don't really see that happening today. We started at the worst possible time at 1:15 or whenever we started, 1:18, basically like 10 minutes ago. So, yeah, we'll see how it goes. But I appreciate you guys being here, hanging out with me. We got a Burger King order. We're going 7 miles for $7, so not ideal. But I wanted to just start the ball rolling. Yesterday, we had those declines early on, and the acceptance rate just got hammered. I'm trying to keep that thing intact. So let's keep the acceptance rate intact and see if we can do some decent numbers today. Oh, man. So sunny where you're at. How about you, Jessica? Was it sunny over there where you are? Rainy. Yesterday was a rainy day. Man, we were just like driving around in the rain. And then today it's nice. But everybody was telling me it was snowing where they were. Everybody's like, it's snowing here. It's snowing here. It's snowing here. It seems like everybody's got snow, man. It's wild, dude. What's up with all the snow? You think it's like wintertime or something? Anyway. Yeah, it's coming, I guess. So I'm in North Carolina, so we could go either way, man. I could go either way. We could either get a lot of snow, we could get almost none. Sometimes it snows once and that's it. Sometimes it snows 2 or 3 times, like back to back. You just never know, man. You just never know how it's gonna be. But yeah, dude. Traffic's not too bad. Like I says, that dead time of the day, so that's the good thing. That's like the silver lining, is whatever, the good part. I mean, yesterday, Tuesday, no school. Cool. Snow day. Yeah, dude, it could snow here. We could get like some good flurries, and it's a snow day. And they're like, everybody go home or stay home, depending on what time it is. And it just shuts everything down. It's just like, Yeah, snow day, man. Everybody off. We're all gonna get off for snow and just hang out. We're gonna make hot chocolate, and it could just be flurries, like it never sticks or anything. It's just a couple flurries. Somebody saw a snowflake and like reported it to the news. Everybody's done. Yeah, man. Do you want to build a snowman? Yeah, dude. Snowman. I think we made some small snowmen last year because we didn't get a lot of snow. It was just a little bit, and so it was enough to kind of make a couple small little miniature snowmen. That's what I did with kids last year. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens this year. Singing on the live stream. That's just as close to singing as you're gonna get. Yeah, man, we're going to some big facility. I'm not gonna disclose what it is, but we're gonna go, and I guess we gotta go to a specific door in the facility. So this should be interesting. I think I know where it is. So, anyway, I guess it's lunchtime for somebody. Somebody's having a late lunch. Somebody is having a late lunch. I hope a few other people have late lunches, man, because that'd be great. That'd be good for business. That would be good for business, dude. I mean, look, if in the city like this, it's still busy enough to pretty consistently get orders, usually even during this dead time. So the way I look at it is, why not use the dead time when traffic's not bad and get a good head start for the dinner rush? That's what I'm doing. I missed lunch pretty much, so we're just out here. I had to do a bunch of stuff. I filmed a video for the other channel and uploaded that, and I had to pack some eBay stuff, so I did that. I dropped that off at the post office, and then I dropped the trash off at the dump or whatever, because that's what you got to do, because I live out in the middle of nowhere. That's what we do out there. And then and then I came out here, so it's a little late getting started today, but that's okay. That's why we're shooting for 50. That way, so it's not dark when we hit the 100. I mean, it'd be great to be able to hit the 100 before dark. I think we could. I don't want to be too ambitious today. I don't have to do that every day, do I? It is possible, though. I'm willing to pivot. If things, if we got this is a $7 order, if we got a $43 order, and we were done, I'd say, hey, let's go for 100. But I don't know if that's going to happen or not. Snowbirds. Yep. Yeah, it's like a special thing. Like around here, snow is like this mystical thing. It does happen in reality. It actually exists, so it's not technically mystical or mythical or whatever, but it is like this special thing that we get so excited about. Some people hate it, and kids love it. When you're a kid, you're like, oh, it's snow. You go out and it's like a whole different world. It does make the outside look like a whole different world when 99% of the time there's no snow. All right. Hopefully we won't have a problem finding these people pulling the fence parking lot. Okay. Yeah, I know where this is, man. I've been here before. We've done this. Yeah, I uploaded the video on the other channel talking about robotics. Well, humanoid robots. All of that stuff, man. It's kind of crazy. They're going to be everywhere. We were talking about the flying cars. Remember, NY, do you remember the flying cars? that stuff's still happening. It's just they had to get regulation for it and everything. They're still working on all that, but I think most of that I believe that's what was happening with the Jersey drones. And remember, we were talking about it. I'm not trying to be, act like that guy, but I kind of called it because everybody was talking about all this crazy stuff, man. Like how it was going to be. It was like the Iranians off the coast, and how it was UFOs, like it was aliens and stuff. Remember all that? It was all over the news, and people were just going crazy about it. And we looked it up, and I was like, hey. I found the closest thing that it probably could be, and it's like turns out they're testing some flying cars for this company. It's a taxi company. Videos on this channel. You guys want to look back at it? Yeah. Looking back, and I'm not trying to brag because I'm wrong a lot, but I think on that one I think we had a good viewpoint. I think we were right. You know what I mean about that. And there was a couple military companies involved that could have been doing it as well. And why not do all the testing at once? Right? When you got everybody freaking out, you let everybody get in. And this allows those companies to get that first part of the market share in that field, right? Because they've done the testing. It's the super secret testing. Because once they get out, it's going to be something that people see and they're going to know what it is, so they're not going to freak out. So they won't have to hide it. But by then, all the new companies that come in that were doing the testing back last year will have already had their certifications and everything, and they're ready to roll, and so they can roll out the products. That's my thinking anyway. I mean, I still could be so wrong about that, but it seems like that's what was probably going on. It's just weird they lied about it to protect the company's secrecies, but I don't know what kind of deals they got going on, man, but they got something going on. All right, so I've got to go into this fenced parking lot. That's what they say. I go in the fenced parking lot, and I can walk up this thing. Man, there's no parking here. I'm just gonna park right here. This is gonna be good. We'll like kind of parallel park. Hey Brian, how you doing? From the desktop. That's what's up. Making our first drop off. We're trying to get $50 on the stream today. I got $7 right now that I'm about to drop off as the first order. So you haven't missed a whole lot. But I appreciate you being here. Expanding drone delivery. Oh yeah, dude. We're gonna have to talk about that, man. Drones. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go see if I can find this door that we're supposed to find. Be right back. All right. We got it delivered. Yeah, man. That's crazy. So we're speaking of that, and this is an ABC article that you were looking at, right? ABC News. Yeah, expanding drone delivery by Walmart. You're not flying, NY? Come on, get in one of the flying cars. Let's go for a, what do they call that? A flight, I guess. What would you say? It's like a, let's go for a what? Because we go for a drive in the car. So what would it be? What would a flight be? Let's go for a little, let's get some air. I don't know. There's planes coming right over me right now. I'm not far from the airport. NBC, more reliable. Hey, none of those news agencies are 100% reliable, guys. But it's probably true. Now I've seen the Doordash drones too. You guys seen that? There's like Doordash drones out there, man. But they're you know, very let's just say feeble. I don't think they're gonna be able to do some of the stuff that I do on a daily basis just yet. But you know, there might be some places they can, right? And you also can build in the infrastructure over time. And so if you look at it on like a 20 or 30 year horizon, or maybe a 10 or 15 even, you can do some stuff. Okay. NBC has the better speakers. I got you. News reporters reporting the news. Yeah, man. I should probably cover that, dude. I should cover that. I don't know which channel to cover that on. Probably this one, though, since so many DoorDash people watch this. So it would be like a good thing to talk about on a video, not necessarily a live stream, right? Okay, where are we going here? Gig Life Unleashed, welcome to the house. Hope you're doing well. What is up, buddy? I was checking out some of your stuff yesterday after the stream. It's pretty cool, man. That's crazy that we're actually so close, really. Not too far away. Over here holding it down in Raleigh right now. So I'm trying to get $50 for the stream. That's the goal for the stream as far as Doordash is concerned. And then I don't want to keep it going too long, so I figured we could do that within 3 hours, right? Even though it's a slow time of day, it's a worst time of day possible to try to get $50, you know, or to get any money on Doordash. But I think it can be done. I think it could be done. At $20 an hour, or at $25 an hour, it should be 2 hours. So I think somewhere between 2 and 3 hours, we should be able to do this. We can pull it off. And then I'll do the dinner rush just, you know, by myself, not on the stream, right? Guys, I'm pretty much always going to be doing the dinner rush. I just feel weird streaming when it's nighttime. Slow day, yeah. Slow day for you. I heard that. I heard that about the snow, man. I heard about the snow, man. Somebody said something, the same thing. They were like, it's gonna, I don't know. There was a snowflake on the thing. So we'll see. We'll see what we get, right? Yeah, let's get it, right? Hopefully it's better where you're at. But middle of the week, and right now it's the middle of the day, so, you know, not the best time. I'm just getting a head start on the night. My thinking is if at this first 2 or 3 hours, if I get like $50 or whatever, however long it takes. If it takes 4 hours, we'll keep streaming, but they'll have a good head start, right? And that's a good way to start the day, I thought. Because I'm late getting out here anyway, man. But we got 750 so far, dude. We just took that Burger King way too far. We went 7 miles. I am trying to keep the platinum status, though. Yesterday, DoorDash had me pulling my hair out a little bit because they just kept giving me just terrible orders, one after another. And I had to decline. Those of you who were here remember that. And, yeah, it was just kind of whatever. It gets a little emotional sometimes. I try not to get emotional about it, right? I wouldn't call it emotional. It's just stressful. But dude, if the orders are so bad, I'll just continue down into the 60s or whatever, and then I'll just work a little longer, right? Try to get that back. And if I can't, it's not the end of the world. I'll just schedule it. The problem is they are giving Jersey Mike 750 for 3.8. We're taking that. So that's our second run. Shut up. We're taking it. 750 for 3.8. Yeah, the thing about the flying car, I agree. Them flying over the houses and stuff, it's like if they did have an accident, I mean, I think we'll probably see some accidents happening at a certain point, right? It's almost like all the Starlinks that are up there, all the satellites. I see satellites. Let me know if you guys, I see satellites when I'm at night driving. I think they're satellites or space junk or whatever falling through down into the atmosphere all the time. And you say, well, that's like a shooting star, or that's this, or that's that. And I say, no. Look, dude, I grew up before this stuff was so prevalent, and I remember seeing like a shooting star, or I remember seeing this, you know, what you call a whatever, asteroid or whatever, meteorites. What do you call them? Anyway. No, this is different, dude. This is different, like different colors. It's burning like all these different colors, gases coming off of this stuff. Sometimes they're just white, but it's obviously like, dude, I see it all the time. It's not like a rare occurrence. You used to wish upon a shooting star, right? Well, dude, if nowadays you would have a lot of wishes, because I see it all the time, and I think it's the space junk, dude. I think it's all the satellites and the stuff we're putting out there, and it probably burns up before it gets to the ground, but it's still kind of sketchy thinking about it, how it's always coming in. Not always flying saucers. I've never seen a flying saucer, I'll say that. I can't say that I've seen a flying saucer. Everybody talks about those. But I do think there's a lot of space debris coming down, like, you know what I mean? All the stuff we're putting up there has got to come down sometime. Eventually, because it's not like in space. It's in the upper atmosphere or whatever. It's orbiting. It's in orbit. So if it, you know, I mean, if it has some kind of problem or whatever, it's not going to go into outer space. It's going to probably just come down, right? It's never the aliens, by the way. No, I'm just playing. It could be. No, I do believe it's never the aliens, actually. Just truthfully, just being real. I feel like that's the excuse for everything, but it's like always something that some big corporation or the government's doing, you know what I mean? There's a schedule for... Yeah, it's cool. You can look at this, the space station. All right, I'm gonna pick this up. I'll be right back, guys. I'll see you in the chat. Y'all bring Bigfoot up in the chat, man. Y'all are crazy. Oh, man. All right, let's get rolling. We got this caveman. That's right. We have no proof there's not. We don't have any proof that there are not Bigfoot out there. So, you know, take that, skeptics. No, I'm just playing. Let's see. Oh no, I'm not going down the highway for this. I'm going this way. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. We have the coordinates. Let's roll. I'm on my game today, man. Get the key out of your pocket. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Okay. No backup camera. It's gonna work with what we got. All right, so this is another 7. What did I say? 750, something like that. So yeah, we're getting there. Making some progress, at least. Some progress is better than none. What is it? Who was it that said slow money is better than no money? But they said it in like a rap. So you know what? It probably is. Or is it? They say if you get fast money, it's easy come, easy go. So if I'm Doordashing for my money, is it hard? Is it hard for it to go? It's hard to see it go. I know that when I spend it on the bills. It's easy. It goes easy. It seems to go just as easy. My goodness. What? Somebody got that backwards, man. All right, let's roll. I'm gonna have to come out of this jacket though, man, because it's getting warmer. Let's see what the temperature says. What it says it is. Actually, it says it's a degree cooler than it was just a minute ago, but 46. I don't think I need this jacket for 46, man. We got Bigfoot, UFOs, cavemen, all that stuff in the chat already today. My goodness, guys. Where is today gonna go? You have the same hoodie? I don't even remember where I got this. But it's good, man. I gotta get like a different color or something, man. It's the same color all the time. Like, dude, that's the green hoodie guy with a teal colored, turquoise teal style hoodie guy. No, I've got a couple other ones. It's just like, wow, mess up another hoodie, right? Wear the same thing. And then this coat, man, the zipper doesn't work, dude. It's like they don't interlock anymore. How do you fix that? I tried to squeeze the mechanism or whatever, like you know what I mean? Like I pried it open and like try to squeeze it and play with the spacing, and that didn't really help. So it seemed to help, but then like the zipper came apart again. So whatever. It's like a good jacket, but the zipper doesn't work, and it's a shame. Let's just put it that way. But it is what it is. I still use it. I get some use out of it, man. It's warm. That's why I like it. That's why I keep it. Silicone spray, maybe. I just feel like it's not getting started right at the bottom. Could probably look into it and then maybe do something. Take this laptop here. Man, it is a nice day though, dude. The sun is shining. I like rainy days, but I also like sunny days. Does that make me weird? I like all of them. I think you need a little dose of every bit of it. But the sun's good in the winter, right? Because you get the vitamin D or whatever. You don't get the seasonal depression as much when you have the sunlight. Turn on. Okay, yeah, so we gotta go. I'm gonna hit this main road. Hey, that's pretty cool, man. I like those old Toyota Cruisers. It was a Mustang. Those things are so loud. They sound the same, dude. You know if it's a Mustang, right? You hear it. Yeah, it's a Mustang. Have a distinct sound. All cars do. Each car, I should say, has a distinct sound. Well, each engine, I should say, since some cars share engines, right? All right, let's go. 3 minutes away from this drop-off, so get this done and keep on rolling. Appreciate you guys being here in the chat with me and hanging out. By the way, if I didn't say that, if I didn't let you know. Feels good not to be just talking to the windshield, you know. No, I probably wouldn't be talking if I wasn't live. I wouldn't just sit here and be talking to myself, man, that's for sure. Maybe sometimes say like the address or something like that out loud, and I can't do that. I'm not going to do that on the live stream because I don't want to put people's address up there. So I guess it's a little different, man. It's kind of like having people hang out with you. I like that. It's good. I need to charge this phone though. Hey, I was over here the other day, I think. 006 007. I have 298,000 miles in the car. 297.8, whatever. Very close though to 300, but I'm gonna break 300 on here. I've broken 300 on a lot of different cars, man. Never be afraid of a high mileage car, because a high mileage car was maintained enough to get there, to get to that mileage, right? And that means something. It's not this one, it's the next one. This has got to be it. All right. Whoa. Crazy potholes in this parking lot. And it's kind of a one-way parking lot. So let's park over here. This will work. Nice. I'll be right back. China PSYOPs, that's what's next? Yeah, we're at 15. Oh, thank you. See, it is nice to deliver. Thank you. It was nice of me to deliver. I thought so myself. Thank you, Jody. How you doing? Thank you for stopping in. Normally go by the bill and do the percentage on the high side, but now I'm going big rollers. Well, the driver will appreciate that. The driver will appreciate it. I know, I'm fantastic. Hey, you know what? You gotta have a little bit of confidence in this world, right? Because if you don't have a little bit of confidence, you know, things can go bad that way too. All right, on the next stop, or if we have another stop, I'm gonna take this coat off because it's starting to get hot. It's getting hot in here, so I'm gonna take my coat off. So yeah, no, I mean, look, man, just the guy out here, you know, delivering people's food. You know how it is. Just a normal guy. Just a ordinary folks. All right. Let's see. We gotta go back to the zone, but we don't have far to go back to the zone. I gotta plug this phone up, dude, before we hit the road, because yeah, dude, it's so dead that it darked the screen out. I couldn't see. That's right. I usually say people can't don't move to NC, but you know what, NY, you're welcome if you want to come to NC. You can move back here if you want. I know you were here for a while. But don't bring a bunch of other people, because you know what? There's too many people moving here. It's getting too crowded. A little too crowded. Kind of busy. Yeah, it's the slow time of day right now, but it'll probably pick up later. But right now we're trying to just see if we can bang out $50 in the slow, like between now and, I don't know, probably the next 2 or 3 hours. 2 hours. We're at $15, so. Florida's good. Florida's not a bad place. You don't have to worry about the cold weather as much either. North Florida, you can get a little cold weather sometimes. But, yeah, it's not too bad. Super hot, super humid, though. All right, let's go, let's go. We're going to make this legal U-turn. Legal U-turn. Not to be confused with illegal. Go back to the market, see what we can get, guys. See what we can get. Yeah, dude. Yeah, while I was in my chat, we always have crazy stuff, man. We talked about UFOs, Bigfoot. Somebody mentioned China psyops. I don't even know what you meant by that, Brian, but I'm sure it's a thing. I'm sure it is a thing. It could be those, you know, I did a video on the other channel today about those humanoid robots, and they were talking about putting them at the border and everything. And I mean, that could technically be a psyop, because if they wanted to, like, in a way, you know what I mean, just to put these things out there. But yeah, anyway, whatever. Different conversation for different conversation. All right. Come on, Doordash, let's go. We need some money. Let's get some orders, man. Let's go, Doordash. You guys ever talk to the Dash app? Anybody out there that dashes? It's like a little, you know, it's like my own personal little, you know, AI robot assistant thing that gives me orders. It's not, but that's sometimes it's fun to imagine that. Oh man, the gators they're not so bad. They're not so bad. Just gotta keep your distance, you know. It is interesting sometimes though when they're like in your backyard. Like it's, you know, something. Just stay on point, you know what I mean? Just pay attention. All right. Doordash, let's go. We need some orders, man. I knew what I was getting into, though. It's a slow day. It's, you know, it is what it is. And we'll be busy today. Actually, it was pretty good yesterday. It's just it took us a long time. We had to take all those not so good orders because I'm worried about the acceptance rate. I know. A lot of people don't like to hear about that. There's like a internal struggle between the DoorDash driving community that, like, you know, some people just have like 20% acceptance rates, and then some people have to have like 90. 90% acceptance rates or whatever. And everybody thinks that their strategy is the best and all. And, you know, it is what it is. But I hear more complaints from people who have lower acceptance rates than from people who have higher acceptance rates. So make of that what you will. I'll catch up with the chat whenever I stop. We're getting back over here in the zone, so I expect to maybe see something from Doordash soon. It says 1 to 5 minutes estimated, but that thing's never been right. I don't even know why they put that there. I think they put it there to keep people on the app. Like if it's really slow, they can be like, hey, it's only 1 minute estimated time. If you just wait a minute, you'll be all right. You get to order and just like, you wait a minute, it's like, okay. It's still 1 minute, so does that mean it's always a minute out? Does it mean I'm never gonna get an order? How's that snow, Jody? I saw that you guys had snow over there. Is it still snowing, or is it just on the ground now, just hanging out? We're supposed to get some kind of snow here, but I think it's going to just be some flurries. But hey, I could be wrong. As cold as it was this morning when I woke up, I wouldn't doubt if we saw something. But that's what everybody keeps saying, is that it's going to snow. Yeah, but see, like, I actually lived in Florida for a little bit, NY as well, and the thing is they were in the backyard because there was water back there. There was like a little waterway that went back through there. So, yeah, there were alligators in the backyard, literally. You guys getting another 3 inches, man. Getting just pummeled by snow. How do you do it? I don't think I would want to live in a colder like environment. I don't mind the cold. It's not the cold that's so bad. It's just like, dude, all the snow and ice and everything every day for a whole season. I don't know how you guys do it, man. I'm from the South, and I don't know. I just like it around here. Dude, that dude took off, man. And that GMC pickup, dude. He was just like, he's like going to the races. Hit the gas all the way to the floor. I'm gonna be right there with you in the light, when we get to the light. Actually, I'm passing him right now. Not great. Using all that gas, man. Homie just used up like a whole quarter of a tank of gas just to get like nowhere. All right, come on, Doordash. We need some orders, man. Let's go. I'm about to reset the app in a minute, but we're gonna go back to where we started from. If we don't get any more orders, I'm gonna go right where we started from. This is not good though. We're at almost an hour, and we're at $15. So at that rate, it could take 3 hours or so to get $50, man. It's not looking good, folks. We'll see. See how it goes. I am, yeah, I know. I am having to move around. But I have to go back to the zone, unfortunately. Let's go back to where we started. If I sit over at that other spot, I'm probably not going to get orders over there. So, unfortunately, it's how it works. But the mileage is deductible. So, most of the time I get an order while I'm driving back to the zone anyway. So I don't have to really fight for it too much or have to wait too long. But it's just that time of day, I guess. I told you guys it was the worst time of day to come out and Doordash, but there's not but so many hours in the day, so you have to do it when you can. So from now until 9 o'clock, 9:30 tonight, that's what I have available, you know. But yeah, these are deductible mileages as well, because I'm having to literally drive back over to where I need to work. So nothing else, we're all just hanging out, having a good time, right? Have a seat, stay a while. Catch up with the chat when we get stopped. We're literally half a mile from where we're gonna park. If we have to park, man. If it's gotta be that way, Doordash. And what we'll do is we'll reset the app too, because sometimes it got froze. Remember the other day it got frozen? It got frozen up. And yeah, we weren't getting any orders, and I was like, man, I went into the apps and I force stopped the app and started back up, and boom, we got an order. So sometimes the app will actually freeze up on you, man, and it'll become inactive or whatever, or like unresponsive. So I don't know if they're actually sending orders and you don't get them, or if it just doesn't receive them. I don't know how that works. But it's a thing, man. It's a thing. All right, we're over here. We're gonna park. I'm gonna park and I'm gonna address my chat here in just a minute. Of course, the sun is in my face, but hopefully this won't be a long-term thing. Cut the car off, save gas while we wait. I'm gonna restart Zap. It's quiet. Shh. Force stop. All right, restarted that. Let's go, Doordash. We need some orders, man. All right, let's read the chat. Yeah, we're talking about the gators, small monkeys in the woods from Hurricane Andrew Zoo escapees in 1992. Interesting. Hurricane Andrew Zoo escapees. Huh. That's like something out of a movie, man. They should make a movie out of that. Our grandbabies are here. We would never move. I've only made $15 so far. 15. So every day is not a winner. Tips are said to be tax deductible. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. I know that the mileage is deductible. One of the big deductions that I use every year is mileage. I keep up with the mileage tracker. I have a GPS, app for that, and it's like IRS approved and all, so I can use it. And then that's the big thing, man. That's the big thing. And released animals in emergency. Okay. Huh. They had to release the animals because it was an emergency. I don't know. I'm about to look that up. Hurricane Andrew, zoo escapees. This is material for a movie or something. I could make I gotta come out of this coat though. Roll this window down too. Dude, it's actually getting hot. It's actually getting hot. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta get out and do this. Would you believe it? It's getting hot out there. Or it's getting hot in here. That's something in the pocket. Yeah. Alright. Let's get rid of that. Hurricane Andrew caused significant damage to zoo in Miami. 1992, leveling structures like the aviary. They lost a bunch of birds. Huh. A lot of Burmese pythons got out. Huh, interesting. So I bet a bunch of the pythons and stuff are out there are from that. That's wild, dude. A large number of the escaped pythons highlighted the problem of an invasive species in the region, a concern that continues today. Wow, dude, so the pythons got out and like they became a thing. Dude, this sun is wild, man. I'm not so sure about this. Might have to move the car. Doordash, come on, dude. You let me down here. I'm gonna restart it again. Can't be that slow, can it? It's pretty slow. Looks like it's gonna be 3 hours or something like that. Rin, how you doing? Welcome in. We're trying to get $50 on Doordash, and it's like the slowest time of day. And so it's we're not doing too good. Actually, we only got $15 so far. So, but thank you for stopping in. So the pythons got out of the zoo down in Miami in 1992. Apparently, Brian was just telling us about it. People report that stuff. Others think they're nuts, but they're exceptional circumstances. Yeah. Yeah, it's wild. I just learned about it. I didn't know about it until now. Guys, I don't know if we should move around. Sometimes when I go drive, like if I'm sitting too long, I don't get an order, and if I go drive. But you know what I am thinking about doing is turning the car around so the sun is not in my face, dude. Let's see about that. Hard decisions. The keepers know they will drown. Yeah, I was reading that article, Brian, that they put the flamingos in the bathroom or something, and since they didn't have windows or whatever, I didn't read the rest. I didn't hear the rest of that story, but it seems interesting. It's like, man, they were trying to figure anything out they could. They had to scramble. I kind of think about that with prisons sometimes, right? Like if you have a natural disaster and there's prisoners, like what do you do? Is this better? It's like really bright behind me now, but now I don't have to I don't have to look at the sun. Yeah. I'm very disappointed in Doordash right now, man. I think this is the slowest it's been on a live stream yet. But maybe we'll get something. Come on, Doordash. Let's go. What if it was like, okay, here's an order. That'd be cool. That's what I'm hoping. And it's red in the zone, man. The zone I'm in is it's like a red zone. It says it's busy. No good, dude. Yeah, python's like a constrictor. It's like a constricting type of snake, I think. almost want to end the app, end the dash, and restart it. Like maybe that'll help, right? What if there's like a rain dance for DoorDash orders or whatever that you could do? I wouldn't believe it. Weird, I feel like it's still like lunchtime. I'm in the Eastern time zone. It's 2:21, so it's literally the least busy time of the day here. But I was still thinking we could do it. Yeah, I mean, usually I do. I'm able to like at least. Yesterday we did. I mean, 100. Took 6 hours to do though. But yeah. Uh-oh. I hear something. Is that DoorDash? It is. What? 8.25 for 15? Can't take that, dude. No matter how bad our circumstance, we can't take 8.25 for 15 miles. I know only a snake with a a little Google search. What's going on here? Yeah, Uber Eats, they do. Like, Uber Eats will send you way out of the zone. DoorDash will too. That's what this was. This was going pretty far out of the zone. But, yeah, dude, 8 for 15, it's just too much, man. Too much mileage. It's not smart, because then we'd be driving for so long, right? And if I came back over here, that'd be 30 miles. 30 miles is going to cost me like $4 in gas, like half of the money in gas. So, all right, here we go. We got another order. Nope, that's not an order. Man, we'll see. Hey, we'll just hang out. We'll just hang out until the time comes. Yeah, anacondas are crazy, dude. Anacondas are wild. Big snake. I've seen an anaconda before. Just like really, really huge. Yep. Man. I wonder if there's something we could do to just like make DoorDash. We could like bribe DoorDash, be like, hey DoorDash, give you a couple bucks. Send me an order. It's like, dude, I just sent you an order, but you didn't take it. Well, it wasn't a good order though. So Honestly, guys, this is the time, like, so if it was like this time of day and I was determined to stay out here all day, which I will, not on the stream, of course. Well, at this rate. Oh, new order. What is going on? Okay. Dude, what is this? 3 for 8 miles. I can't take that, dude. And why is this not coming in on the phone here? What is going on? Why I'm not hearing this? So that was 3 for 8 miles. So another non-doable order. The sun is crazy, dude. Sorry about the sunlight, guys, if it's in your face. Watched a video yesterday where they were putting fake bunnies in cages to fool the pythons so they could bag them. Oh, wow. Anaconda movie, yeah. Let's see. What is going on with my Doordash app, man? Okay, this is another order to Zaxby's. I gotta force... Okay. So, I've got to do the thing where I force stop it. Force stop. My app is messing up, man. Let's get the app back on. Okay, we're taking that, dude. 525 for 6 miles. A little bit upside down, though. But we're going to take it, man. Not the biggest fan of this. But we're going to try to just stay active until we get $50. So this will put us at, what, like 20 something? All right, let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's roll out. Yeah, first of all, the sound is going off my app. It's not giving me the ding, 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 and I can't figure out why. And then I tried to open it. I saw that I was getting an order. I tried to open the app, and it wouldn't open, so I had to force stop it and then open it back up. So I think I'm just having, honestly, sometimes I think we're just having app issues, man, with this when it's slow with no orders like that. I really just think a lot of it has to do with the app. But I don't know. Maybe. It's all the same result, right? If you don't get any orders, you don't make any money, and you just have to sit there burning up time. But that's how it is, man. But like I was saying the other day, you know, some hours in the day you might make $10 an hour, but then some hours of the day you might make $40 an hour. So with the way I look at it, I'll be out here till 9:30. If altogether I'm somewhere around like 25 an hour, I'll be happy with that. Roll out. Yeah, I say that. Let's roll out. Anaconda never. Guys, well, I'm not the biggest fan of snakes. I'm not saying don't talk about it in the chat. I'm just sitting here thinking about anacondas and boa constrictors and pythons and all this stuff, and I'm like, man, how did the conversation get to snakes? But that's okay. Carry on. Carry on. All right, so let's pick up at Zaxby's. So let's hope this thing is ready, and we can get rolling, man. I don't like sitting, dude. Like, I don't like sitting and waiting, but, you know, sometimes it is the middle of the week. It is the middle of the week. We're probably the slowest time all week this stream. So there's that, right? There's that, but appreciate you guys hanging out, though. Makes it go by a little bit better. If you guys weren't here, if it was that slow, I'd probably just like try to take a nap or something and just like, it'd be like, I'm either going to get rest or I'm going to get an order. You know what I mean? So that way it's a win-win no matter what. I don't know what happened in the stream there, but Zaxby's. Who's Zaxby? If the restaurant's Zaxby's, that means it's somebody's restaurant. It's like somebody named Zaxby and they own the restaurant. Like, what is this? Zaxby. What kind of name is that? Hi, how you doing? I'm John. Hello, Zaxby. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you, Zaxby. Yes, did you know I have a chain of chicken restaurants? Oh, yeah, what's it called? It's Zaxby's. All right, we're already here, though. That's good. That's the good news. You want the bad news? Well, I just can't bear to break it to you, so just gonna have to wait. Excuse me, thank you. Excuse me. Coming through. Yes, I'm backing into the parking spot. Do you have a problem? Do you have a problem? Thank you. All right. You have a mosquito pet? What? Where is this chat going? You guys are hilarious. All right, I'll be right back. Guess who's back? Back again. Back. Alright, put that over there. Can you have a mosquito pet? Just such a weird question. I don't know, man. Think about that. Let's just think about that for a minute. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird if you think about it. Alright, let's see. Where are we going? Where are we going with this thing? Zaxby wasn't in there, but the employees were, so they got me the order. All right, we're going to. All right, looks good. Hey, Kendra, how you doing? Hope you're doing good today. We're trying to get to $50. We're trying to see how long it takes to get to $50, but it's like been incredibly slow. I'm still at like 15, and I got this order for whatever this is, 5 something. So it isn't working out the way we would like it to, but you know, I'm just showing the realistic side of Doordash, I guess, right? I should retitle it, The Reality of Doordash. Shocking. Yeah, pet mosquito would be. It's just such a wild concept, right? Oh, you'd have to have like a microscope to be able to like differentiate which one was which. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's been so slow. We were just sitting for a minute. A minute ago, we were just sitting, like, waiting. Nothing was happening with the app, and I think the app was frozen up. I don't know. I restarted it a couple times. So, but we're back in business. We got an order. We're taking the order, and we're going. We're going now. We're going. We're going. That's what when it's time to go to bed or whatever, and like the dog hangs out with me all night. Like my dog hangs out with me, and then when it's time to go to bed or whatever, when I'm going to bed because the dog wants to come into the room or whatever, like, and she'll wait for me to go. And so at night, I'm like, when it's time to go to bed, I'm like, Nova, we're going, we're going. And she's like, then she starts to like get up, stretch. And then she, she'll follow me back to the room or whatever. I don't know why I thought about that. I don't know why I told you guys that. It's kind of weird. It's like a random thing to tell somebody. It's like, you know what I tell my dog when it's time for me to go to bed? I'm like, hey, we're going. But it is true. It's how I say it. I'm like, we're going. We're going. It's time to go. I'm going to bed now. Stay out here, stay out here. Can I hang out in the room? Do that too. Whatever. Do what you want. Nah, she's always gonna want to hang out with me. No matter what. Alright. Man, what a day. So it's a nice sunny day though, at least. So we got that. I feel like it's healthy for me. It's like probably good for my eyes, right? Or something. To be in the sunlight. It's gotta be good for something. I would say I'm getting vitamin D, but can you get that through the windshield? Can you get that through the windows in the car? Sometimes I think about that. I'm like, man, am I getting the best of this, or I'm not getting any of the good parts of it? I'm just getting the bad parts. Like the sun is just baking me in the car, but I'm not getting vitamin D or any of that stuff. I'm not even getting a tan, dude. I'm looking pretty pale too. So I'm already getting that winter pale like look. Oh man, I'm outside all the time. It's just, in the wintertime or like when it starts to become colder or whatever. Late fall, early winter. You have cloudy skies, and yesterday it was raining. Welcome in, the Feiners. The Finers. Sorry, read that wrong. Nice. I appreciate that. Thank you for hanging out. We're trying to get $50 on the live stream, and we're not getting there very fast at all. I thought I could do it in 2 hours, and it's not happening. Not happening. I guess I was just meant to have a longer live stream today, you know what I mean? It was out of my... It's not like I could just make it happen faster. You know what I mean? Just be like, hey, Doordash, let's make a deal. Get me out of here fast. Let me get this money. I'll give you a cut. It's like Doordash is like, no, I already get a cut. I'm good. You'll get what you get. And you'll be happy. Or be upset, It's a choice, really. By the way I see it, I'm just warming up for the dinner rush, for the nighttime, right? So it doesn't matter. It's all good. Would be nice though. Would be nice. I can see the city from here. I can see like the city. I'm in the city, but I'm like on in the wooded parts, and I could see there's a certain hill. I should have like flipped the camera around. I can't do it while I'm driving though, but there was like a spot where you look down and you can see some of the skyscraper kind of look. The skyline, is that the way you say it? The skyline? Yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Amoco. We don't see a lot of those, man. Going past the Amoco gas station. I remember I used to see Amoco gas stations everywhere, dude. And I don't really see them very often now. It's either BP or Shell. What is it? 76? Is that one? Gulf? No, you don't see Gulf. I don't see Gulf anymore. I see Gulf on the liveries on all the old cool cars and stuff like that, but I don't really see Gulf gas stations. Is that a thing still? I'll catch up the chat in a minute, guys, by the way. I really will. We gotta get this order delivered because we're making literally not that much money. That's the thing. Guys, there's a Mustang over here with a, you know those those covers you put on the back of like a little truck? You know, the covers that go on the bed, not the flat cover, but like the camper shell kind of thing. So this Mustang over here has got a camper shell like attached to it, to the back of it. It's weird. It's weird. Maybe we'll drive back through here. Thank you, Kendra. I appreciate that. You're so kind. You didn't have to do that, but since you did, thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm just gonna get you back. You know that, right?
Drive south on Bent Creek Drive, then turn right onto Lynn Road.
No, you're awesome, actually. If there were two of us and somebody had to choose which one was awesome, more awesome, I would say you would definitely be the winner, Kendra, of that. No doubt about it. You've got the best attitude of probably anybody I know on the internet. So there's that. Just throwing it out there, man. And you can take that to the bank. All right, let's see. Take a left here. Almost there, guys. Almost there. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I want to pull this visor down, but that's where my microphone lives. So that's not going to work. And if I do that, the microphone's just going to fall down who knows where. It'd be like down at my feet or something. They're like crushing the microphone when I get out. It would just be a disaster. It wouldn't be the first time we've had a disaster live stream, right? But it would be unique because it would be the first time that has happened. I did pull, when I first started doing that, I did that. I pulled it down, but I didn't crush the microphone. It just kind of fell. I actually caught it, I think, with my lightning reflexes, my cat-like reflexes. I just caught the microphone. And I'll catch up with the chat in a minute as soon as we get on this. As soon as we get down this road here, man. We got 1 minute. 1 minute till the drop off. Dude, it's weird how some trees, they just lose every leaf, dude. You would think they were dead. If you were new to this universe and you just came in and you saw some of these trees, you'd be like, dude, these trees are dead, dude. They're Dunsky. Like, no way they're gonna come back. But then if you just wait a few months, they're gonna have leaves all over again, dude. Just be full of leaves. It's really weird, man. That's crazy what the seasons can do. Okay, okay, cool. Here we are. Look, they're doing some construction over there. Interesting. They're constructing some new things. Every time I say constructing, I think of Darth Vader, and he says when he captures Luke, well, Luke gives himself up to Darth Vader, and Darth Vader's like, I see you have constructed a new lightsaber. All right. I might be a little bit too much of a Star Wars fan, guys. Too much? Maybe a little bit. I'll be right back and then I'll read that chat. Let's drop off this. Let's drop off this Zaxby's. All right. Come on, man. There we go. Gotta have the balance. All right, completed. We completed it. I need sunglasses. Yeah, I do need sunglasses, dude. I have some over here, but then somebody put bug spray in the door where I keep the sunglasses, and some of it leaked out, and like it just destroyed the sunglasses completely. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you. See, the finish is just gone. I can't wear those, dude. Anyway, I'm just catching up with the chat, guys. Dogs are the best. They really are, man. Drive side window arm might be darker. Oh, mine is definitely darker. I don't know. My little arms, man, but I don't know. You can't tell on there. You can't tell on the screen, but yeah, my driver's side door arm is definitely darker than the right arm. I need somebody to drive me around so I can be a passenger and just do that and balance it out. Nice correction. It's slow and everyone seems to be hitting McDonald's up for Grinch socks. Grinch socks. What's going on with the Grinch socks thing? Likely going to pick up at dinner time. I think it will. And yeah, thank you, Kendra. I saw that. Wish we could do more. Keep being awesome. You keep being awesome, Kendra. And oh, come on. We're just gonna one up each other now. You need sunglasses. I do. I read that. Circle of Life. There it is. You need a Velcro patch so you can stick to the headliner of your vehicle and microphone. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yes to the Star Wars, though. Too much of a Star Wars fan? Yes, too much, or yes, it's cool? I think yes, it's cool, and that'll be my headcanon for the. Okay, I'm just gonna believe that's what you're saying. Do you find that Wednesday evenings are better than other weekdays? Like maybe from people who go to Wednesday get out of church? Yeah. I don't know. I never thought about it. It's just. It seems almost like a normal weekday, like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, or similar. Maybe Thursday's a little bit faster. I'm gonna go ahead and start driving back to the area where I want to be. So we're only at $20, guys. But hey, let's keep trying. Every day can't be perfect. What do you mean me? You like Star Wars? What? Oh, the Grinch meals at McDonald's. Oh, you? That's great. Let's see, man. I need to watch all the Star Wars movies. We had a box set I still haven't watched. Then, oh yeah, I know, right? So I am one of those people that pretends that the sequels did not exist. I don't know how you guys feel about it, and I understand, and I don't judge. I don't judge. So I ask that you don't judge me. I kind of try to. I don't know what I'm going to do with my daughter having to do with the sequels. I don't want to break the news to her that that's what ends up, like how it ends up. But yeah, because we've been watching Clone Wars, which is the animated series, which is awesome. She watched. So we watched Star Wars in the order that I watched them. At least my oldest daughter did. So she watched A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, Phantom Menace, Clone War, the movie, and the actual like movie, and then what is it, Revenge of the Sith or whatever, and then we watched Rogue One, which is not bad. Any of the newer ones? We watched one of the no, okay, good. You're on the same page there. We're on the same page. I don't know why this isn't working. Come on. Get this set up. Oh, nice. Tequila Worms. Welcome in. We're just Doordashing a little bit. Thank you for being here. Oh man, I got to order. Almost don't believe it. Papa John's. Okay, good. We're gonna take this. Now you can be quiet now. I said you can be quiet now. The phone doesn't listen. All right, so directions. No. Okay. Yeah, this is. I just want to know which store it is. Good. This is not bad. This is a $8 for not that much miles. So we're gonna do this one right now. On our quest to get $50. But yeah, the sequels, it's like I pretend they don't exist. I know my daughter's gonna find out about them eventually. She knows about them. She's like, are those the ones that the George Lucas guy wasn't involved in? I'm like, yeah. She'll see them. She scrolls through and she'll see them. Not net profit. We're gonna do just $50 total. Yeah. Which, I mean, I will do more, but I'm not for this stream. We're looking for get $50 for this stream. That's what so as far as the net profit from a 50, maybe 40. I don't know. You know what I mean? And yeah, right now we're taking way too long to get it, but that's okay. We're having fun hanging out, right, guys? We'll just do that. We'll just hang out. We're going past a tunnel right now that I want to go explore later. We'll make a video about it. I just got to find time, and I got to find time at that right time of day when it's dark, but not like nighttime, and shoot the video. But yeah, the sequels, yeah, terrible thing, man. But I like the Clone Wars animated series. We're watching that. I hadn't watched all of that. I'm watching it with my daughter. It's kind of cool. And then Rogue One wasn't too bad, I actually liked it. I'm gonna say I liked it. It played in really nice. I liked how the ending. It led right up to A New Hope, and it's. I can't say that I didn't like Rogue One. It was pretty good. So yeah, and then Andor. To me, Andor was really not that bad. Outskirts of town. Probably why you're not getting much orders. I don't know though, just a hunch. No, I'm in a city, but the thing about it is I'm in a city called the City of Oaks. This is Raleigh, North Carolina, and there's trees everywhere. So I'm in the city. It's just a unique city. Okay, thank you, Kendra. Yeah, you don't have to. Man, you've been very supportive today anyway, and you always are. You're like one of the best. You're probably the best, to be honest. But I can't pick favorites, you know what I'm saying? But if I had to. Nah, I hope y'all having a good day over there, and everything's going well. And if it's not, still wish the best. But yeah, I did like Andor. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. Even though it has some themes that are a little bit, political and all this. I mean, all Star Wars is a bit political, isn't it? But it's but there's some reality to it too. So I liked it. No Jedis and no Force, no lightsabers and all that. But it was definitely a interesting and gritty storyline that it kind of sucks you in, to be honest. But some people said it was boring. I don't get that. But then again, I'm a little different, in what I look for. I like it because it doesn't explain everything to you. I don't like TV shows that they spell everything out for you. I like TV shows where you have to pay attention. Andor borderlines on being that. It's not totally that, but it's more in that realm than anything I've seen Disney come up with so far. So, you know, and like I said, in my head canon, the sequels don't really exist. It's like a bad nightmare or something. And then because I read the Thrawn trilogy, I read all the Timothy Zahn books and all that stuff in the 90s and early 2000s. So I had already like an image of what happened after Return of the Jedi, you know, regarding like Luke and Leia and all them, and then Mara Jade and Thrawn and all of those characters, right? Chewbacca, all of those characters are involved. And it seems to make sense. I mean, those, you know, whatever, but Disney decided to go a different direction with it. And it is what it is, man. Hi, I love you, XOXO. Welcome to the house. Anybody who's haven't read your chat, I'll read it in just a second when we get stopped at the store. But yeah, anyway, it's just where I'm at with Star Wars stuff, man. So it's a bittersweet thing, but it's a cool universe to like tell stories in, and I mean, I think that's what it was created for. And if Disney would realize that and just be like, we have to create an actually good story with legitimate character arcs, and things like that, and they could just build it off of a new set of characters and things like that, then they could do good with it, man. They really could. But they tried to just rehash everything. They tried to like bring up all the familiar stuff that everybody knows, the nostalgia, and play onto that. But they didn't do it with like a very like solid, timeless storyline. If you look at the first trilogy, it is a timeless storyline, you know? And if you look at the first 6 movies, really it's mostly about Anakin. And it's about the Skywalkers, you know, but it's family. And it's about Anakin, his whole process, man, from when he's like a kid, he's brought into the Jedi Order, all the way up. And if you watch Clone Wars, it kind of enhances that, like the TV show or whatever, and it shows like the progression and how he's like disillusioned with the Jedi Order because they do make some mistakes. Like nobody's perfect, and the Jedi aren't perfect either. They got involved in the wars and they probably shouldn't have. Like they become generals and stuff, right? And it's like, dude, they're not supposed to be generals in war. They're supposed to be peacekeepers or whatever. So this is like a big mistake, and it all leads up to everything that happens to Anakin, all the way to his like kind of redemption situation where he takes out the Emperor and all this. I don't know how I stumbled on the stream. I was trying to watch videos for my exams, but the vibe is nice. Well, that's cool. I appreciate you being here. How do you feel about Pirates of the Caribbean? Disney definitely butchered such a good series for me. Yeah, no, I'm not the biggest fan with Disney right now. The only thing they did good is they have all of the Star Wars compiled in the same place, but it doesn't mean they did a good job on the movies or anything by any means. Like I said, to me, Andor, maybe Rogue One's probably the best one they did. You know, Andor. The other stuff is just they could have done so much better. I'll be right back. Gonna pick up this order. All right, so just going with the theme of the day, man. It wasn't ready, but that's okay. We got it now, so let's go. This is full time. It's so I do this the same amount as somebody who said who would say they do it full time does, if that makes sense. Like I pretty much do this every day and quite a bit, but I also do other stuff too. Like I sell stuff on eBay. You know, and I make YouTube videos and stuff too. So, yeah, but I mean, I guess I do it full time, but I also do other stuff too. If you want to look at it that way, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't suggest for somebody to only just DoorDash. You know what I mean? You got to like put a bunch of stuff, different stuff together. Hopefully we can get out of here, man. There's a lot of people coming. All right. This is our chance. This is our chance right now. I'm taking it. Yeah, man. So this is like right, not very far. So we'll get this dropped off pretty quick. Pizza order. They're usually pretty good. In this case, obviously it wasn't ready for us, but that's okay. That's all right. It's like 0.6 miles to deliver, so not too bad. But yeah, this would be a great gig, part-time for somebody, but also it does wear on your car. But I have a special kind of philosophy behind it. You know, drive older, cheap cars that you can fix relatively cheaply, and it's always better if you can work on them yourself. So I'm always going to say that. You know, try to stay away from car payments if you can, because it does take a toll on the car. It's gonna, you know, you're gonna feel it. As far as brakes, tires, suspension components, all kinds of things like that are going to get worn out for sure. And you know, so you gotta almost like put money aside for that. You know, and then also keep up with the mileage. But one of the cool things about it is, not financial advice, is the mileage is a tax deduction, so that helps. That helps, man. Helps. But yeah, you kind of got to be aware, like it's contract stuff. You need to take care of yourself a little bit. Like you got to make sure, you know, take care of the car. You got to make sure you're keeping up with your miles. You know, be prepared for all that stuff, because if you don't, it's gonna get you. It's just the reality of it. I'll read that in chat in just a minute. So we're at 48.31. I'm gonna deliver this first though. 43. Be right back. All right. So have you ever? Okay. I just had to ask. Oh yeah. Have you ever had to carry something multiple states away or something like that? Interesting order. No, but I don't Uber now, but I used to. So my first gig app work was Uber, and one time I actually took some in Raleigh, North Carolina. Just put it in perspective. You can look it up on the map. And I did take somebody to Wilmington, North Carolina one time on Uber. That's the furthest I've ever taken anything like that. But I think it was like $100 or something or whatever. And so I did that. And then so that's basically the coast. You know what I mean? The beach. So I went from here to the beach. And then I actually Ubered around there. I dropped a few people off or whatever. And then I came back. No, actually, I think my ignition switch went out when I was down there. And yeah, dude, it did. And then I had to use AAA. Highly suggest having AAA, by the way. That's it saved my butt because it was basically free to get towed back to all the way back here. I think I had to pay a little bit, like there was a little bit of mileage left over because it was like 100 miles or something allowance, and it's a little over 100 miles or something. So, but it worked. I mean, it actually worked out. So I didn't even lose money coming back. I just had to fix the car, but that would have gone out anywhere. You know what I mean? That part would have gone out anywhere. But fortunately, I wasn't further than that. I did over 200 miles yesterday on my route, you say. 100 from pickup to last stop. Yeah, so frequently I'll do over 100 miles a day. And that's kind of normal. And are you doing Amazon Flex or Walmart Spark or Doordash or what? You said routes, is it Amazon? But yeah, so pretty much any gig app work like that, like whether you're doing DoorDash, Amazon, whatever, it's frequently, it's common to do 100 miles plus a day. Sometimes I do 200 miles a day as well. Yeah. Especially so those days when you make $200, there's a good chance you're going to be doing around 200 miles to do that. $1 a mile is a general rule, that, you want to do better than that if you can, but sometimes you do. Sometimes that's how it goes. It's about $1 a mile. So if if you think about it, you do a $200 day, you're probably doing between 150 to 200 miles in driving every day. It's a lot of driving. See, Driving Daily. That's why I named the channel Driving Daily. Even though it's not, honestly, guys, this is not even a DoorDash channel. It's just my channel, but I DoorDash, so we're doing the DoorDash live stream on the channel, right? So come on, DoorDash, we need another one, man. Let's go. So I think we're at $30. So we need we need $20 more, 21 more, 29 and some change. We need $21. So we got a little bit of streaming to do yet. Glad we didn't go for the 100 because I don't want to stream when it's dark. I don't want to keep going when it's dark. Amazon Flex. That's what I thought. Man. Burlington, Elon. Oh wow, yeah. I got video in Burlington of the mall, Burlington Mall. It's called Holly Hill. I think it's Holly Hill Mall. I should know, dude. I did a video of it. Went in and explored it. It's an old mall. It's like a dead or dying mall, I guess you could say. Wow, it's a lot of miles, man. That is a lot of miles. There's a Cybertruck. You guys missed it because I didn't turn the camera around fast enough. This has got to be like the Cybertruck capital, dude, of the world or something. We have so many Cybertrucks here. All right, let me go this way. Oh boy. Then again, I'm not too far from the dealership right now, the Tesla dealership, so. But yeah, there's so many Teslas here, man. There's always has been. This is a Tesla city, dude. Yeah, live in the car pretty much, yeah. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, man, I'll go to a friendly zone, and I will relax for a little bit and just chill in the car and recharge and then get back out to it, you know what I mean, and do the day. we're gonna park in this parking lot. I don't want to drive all the way back over to that zone. That'd be too much driving. We're gonna do some parking. And this way we'll get an order over here, and hopefully it'll be going the right direction, right? Where we want it to be. And I'll catch up with the chat when we park. Pet boys. Don't see a lot of those. Man, why am I yawning, man? It's like nap time, dude. I keep saying that. This sometimes it makes you you know, feel like doing that. I feel like just taking a nap. Get back out, get back at it. All right, we're gonna park over here. Find a spot and back in. See if we can get another order. Is our app not working? What's going on, DoorDash? Let's go. Let us go. Man, are you guys all DoorDashers? Oh my goodness. But everybody's just chilling in the car. Maybe this is not the right spot to be sitting. All right. Let's see, chat. Random question. How much do you think a doctor makes annual in America? Specialization or not? Your estimate. I don't know. That's something I would look up on Google. Hi, Maria Ortiz. You need food? Oh, I got it. Oh, the app's messing up. So we got the order coming in, but I've got to force stop the app because it's frozen. Force stop. Okay. Boom. Open. This is another problem with DoorDash right now. Oh, no, I don't want that order. $8.50 for 15. We're going to decline that. That's going to a whole nother city. Decline. 72% acceptance rate, so hopefully it'll we'll get something good on the next one. Turn the car off. Okay, here we go. We got a Jimmy John's. Dude, I used to work for Jimmy John's. 6+. Did they not have drivers now? I've got to be fast, dude. This is a Jimmy John's delivery. I can't believe this. That's wild, dude. All right, well, I better get on it. The doctor making in America? I don't know about that, man. I would have to ask. Are the medical fees crazy or is it a stereotype? The fees can be crazy, actually. Can I buy you? You gonna buy me food? No, I can't. No money. I gotta work. I'm working to try to make money right now. So, let's see. Yeah, so in America, the fees, medical stuff. Yeah, the medical stuff is expensive in America at face value. Like if you were to pay the straight up face value, because everybody has some form or is expected to have some form of insurance, be that government allotted or you can go ahead. You know, something that you have to buy off the marketplace for yourself. But if you don't have that insurance and you were to pay full price, it would be absolutely ludicrous. And the reason for that is because it's subsidized either by the government or the way that the insurance companies work as a kind of a pool of money to go into these funds or whatever for the, you know, and another thing is the litigious nature of our country. Everybody, a lot of lawsuits and stuff. So doctors have to protect themselves as well, which drive the cost up. So there's a lot of reasons. So yeah, the medical cost is very high, but most people have some form of insurance, and a lot of people are on some form of government, either subsidized or fully covered insurance. But that's limited as well. So when you have that, it's very limited. And I'm not an expert on insurance and in fact, I've never met anybody that could fully explain all of the insurance stuff. Like, there are entire people who, that's what they do, is they figure out how it all works to help people get insurance. Like, it's kind of a mess, honestly. It's a bit of a mess, to be real. but it's still a good country. I mean, it's a good country to live in, I think, still. We have people from all over the world that obviously want to be here, so I think it's not that bad. It's just, yeah, it does have some problems. There's some things that could be better for sure. We're going to Jimmy John's, guys. Now you want a sandwich? I know. I used to work here. So I used to, not at this one, but I used to work at Jimmy John's, and we would get the sandwiches delivered. I'm not even kidding you, in 5 minutes, like from the time it was ordered. The phone hangs up, the order goes to the line, 50 seconds the sub is made, and with under a minute it's like in a bag, and it's like stacked up with another delivery or whatever to go out the door. The driver goes out and drives it, and they used to have a radius of less than a mile, or it was like a mile radius from the store for delivery, and then so that would get delivered within 5-10 minutes. Man, it was actually kind of insane. And it's hard to, unless you just, it seems unbelievable, but if you see it working, it somehow works. It's crazy. But I don't know if they still do that, because, dude, I'm a Doordasher. This is like they're having to wait for me. I bet it's ready when I get in there, though. I bet it's ready when I get in there. That's one good thing. I ain't gonna have to wait on this order. I bet you I'm coming back real quick, because they move fast at Jimmy John's, man. All right, I'll be right back. All right, dude, he was actually still making it, so I was expecting that to be ready. I was like, you don't have any drivers, man? He was like, what, do you want a job? He was like, yeah, we got some. He was like, why, you want to work here? I was like, nah, I used to, though. I used to. Thank you, mods. I appreciate, thank you, guys. I've seen some stuff going on in the chat there. We're not going to be asking for free stuff, Can't do that. All right, let's see. But yeah, tequila worms. So they don't really have to know law, but they have to have attorneys. They have to have, and it's insurance. It's like they have to have like a legal insurance, because people can sue them. You know what I mean? If something goes wrong, and so, and our country is very litigious. So that's kind of what I mean by that. So they don't have to necessarily know law, but that means they have to definitely have some kind of a legal protection, some kind of insurance or whatever. Yeah, okay, so I guess this is just being ordered through DoorDash, maybe. Maybe that's what it is. If you order through the app, maybe you have to get a DoorDasher to actually send it. That could be it. They're just expanding their horizons to survive, and I understand that because I'm surprised some of them are still in business, to be honest with you. I should have got a sandwich in there, man. He could have made it fast, you know? He was actually taking his time, dude. I'm not trying to like tell on anybody, but nah, it's okay. It's all good, man. It's the dead part of the day. Like, you know, this part of the day is, even at Jimmy John's, is slow. But yeah, it's wild. It's wild. The health insurance is a big mess here, you know. They can't decide whether they want to go full-blown socialist or if they want to just like try to do this hybrid blend, or, and all of it's, I mean, no matter which way, it's like a mess, you know. Yeah, Kendra, freaky fast, right? I used to work, I don't know if you heard me, but I used to work at Jimmy John's, actually. There's another Cybertruck, man. My goodness. And it's a different one for sure, because the other one had a flag on it. We have so many Cybertrucks out here, dude. Do you guys see Cybertrucks every day, or is it not normal? Because I see them all the time, dude. All the time. It's like big trash dumps just driving down the road. They're okay. I'm kind of glad it exists as a thing. I wouldn't drive one. They're not, I mean, I would drive one. I wouldn't buy one. Let's put it that way. If somebody gave me a Cybertruck, was like, drive this, I would definitely drive it. I like to drive anything with wheels. I can. But, you know, would I buy it? Would I pay the price that you pay for a Cybertruck? No. Would not do that. But, I'm glad they exist. I'm glad all vehicles exist, even weird ones like that. You know, because it makes the other vehicles look better. But also, it's an interesting, funny, quirky little thing. Like, you'll look back one day and be like, do you guys remember the Cybertruck? You know? People be like, yeah, I remember that. Elon Musk built those trucks that it kind of looked like a dumpster. I don't know, but it was stainless steel like a DeLorean. Like they'll say, I don't know what, you know, but we'll look back and we'll remember this. It's definitely, it's almost like has to be iconic because there's nothing like it. It forced its way. Colorado, huh? What's up, squirrel? Most of the lawsuits happen like they're malpractice, bad, just things go wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Like, but it's just a very common thing that when things go wrong in this country, that people, you know, go to litigation. I mean, if you look at our president, like that dude's always in litigation in some form or fashion. So if that's any indication of like the country, it's just always. You know, it's a lot of litigation. This is the one, okay. All right, I'll drop this off real quick because you know it's Jimmy John's. Can't delay. Never thought I would deliver for Jimmy John's again. Okay, for not knowing, or like they did something bad, but they don't know your diagnosis, or maybe they ordered some test, but can't diagnose you. Dash in Colorado, I see Cybertrucks at least 10 times a week. Okay, I would almost expect that in Colorado. I see them almost 10 times a day in Raleigh, where I'm at. But we have a dealership and a huge service center here for Tesla as well. So maybe that has something to do with it. But also it's a lot of money. You know, a lot of people that will buy the Cybertruck here. On your break, squirrel. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Appreciate that. Tequila, I don't think you can sue doctors for not knowing the treatment medicine is. an art and a science. Okay. Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, a lot of that's above my head. I'm just telling you the generalized understanding that I have as an American living here. As part of the reason why I think insurance is so high and messed up, you know, I think it has to do with the fact that you can sue. Yeah, clean up that milkshake like from a couple deliveries back. Kind of like spilled in the seat. Dude, here goes the app again. I've got to restart it. So go to apps, Dasher, force stop. Okay, boom, boom. And it's not my phone, guys. This is an S25. It wants me to go to another town. I can't do that. Somehow my acceptance rate went up. How did it go from 72 to 73? And I'm deleting, I'm declining orders. I don't know. I'll take it. I'll take it. I think it's because it's the last 100 orders or something. The acceptance rate. Try to catch me when... Yeah, I appreciate that, Squirrel. Same here, man. Same here, dude. I appreciate you. I appreciate you being here, man. It means a lot. Helps the channel and all of that. It really does, man. And it's just fun to hang out. It's good to know I got you in here. Let's see here. I always spill milkshakes, but it's always my own. The S24. Yeah, it's the app, man. It's not, because I've had older phones and I was like, man, I can't wait till I get the brand new phone. Or not. Yeah, I'm not a brand new phone type of person, but it's like, I can't wait till I get you know, a better phone or whatever, and maybe it'll be better, right? The app, it's not. It's not. It's so not better that I would almost not be surprised if it was worse, you know what I mean? With the new phone, as weird as that sounds. So, yeah, just one of the hassles of DoorDash. Not a big deal once you know about it, but you just got to be quick on the buttons so that you don't miss the delivery, because that can happen. If somebody didn't know about that and they just would think that they would just think it's all messed up and they're not getting any deliveries. So, something to keep in mind. All right, we're at 36:16. Man, we're not doing so good, dude. This is taking way too long to get to 50. Man, that's all right though. We'll get there. Just have to have a little determination. Hopefully the night will be better. A lot of times when the day's slow, the night shift is better. We'll get better, you know. So it's not the end of the world if it's not the end of the world if it's slow during the day, you know what I mean? Doesn't look so good for the live stream, you know, for our little goal here. It's taking us way too long. I said 3 hours max, and it looks like it could, depending on the next couple deliveries, could take longer than that. Okay, the app is messing up again. Dude, this is the 3rd time in a row, isn't it? And like, I'm glad we were able to stop. We're at a place where we had to stop, because you don't really need to be doing this while you're driving. That's an issue with the app. Subway 650 plus for 2 miles. We're taking it. That's a good one. And we're right here. We're going the right direction and everything. Yeah, the stuff about getting MRIs and stuff like that. It's like, the thing is, yeah, it's a tough question. And it's like, but what don't you want to know if you did have a problem? I don't know. It is a tough question, man. It's tough. A lot of times, I think they have a procedure, though, for when to recommend those things. Like, You know what I mean? And they would have to recommend them in certain cases. So it's probably all baked into the pie, but let's see. Yeah, Subway is really close. This is a good order. This is a good 650 plus for 2-3. That's what we would like to see all day long. So that's what we would really like to see with every order. If every order was like that, it'd be good. But, you know, there's also those $30 orders that balance everything out. So yeah, there's that too. We're going to pull through so I don't have to back out. All right, I'll be right back, guys. The app's showing busy. Yeah, the app's always showing busy for me. No matter what. I'll be right back. when he worked in animal medicine. There are tons of veterinarian. So what happens when the client decides you're gonna get impatient? Huh? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, dude, I think if it snows, it should be busy, right? Even if it doesn't stick and stuff, right? People don't like to go out in the snow, so I feel like that would be a good. Might be good, dude. Might be good. Could be nice. We'll see. If it's crazy, man, the sun is wild. If it's crazy snow, then the sun is insane, man. I need some sunglasses for sure. Whoever said that was right. That doesn't look right. Oh man, don't do that. It looks wrong, dude. I'm just holding the hand up to block the sun, guys. Just chill out. Somebody's gonna screenshot that. All right, let's see. This one's not far either. 3 minutes. I'm not wearing pizza-shaped sunglasses. I can't do that. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Thank you, though. I just got to get the Ozark Trail. I get the ones from Walmart. That's what those were. I like them. They're good, and they're like $4. They might be more now, but... Yeah, before the pandemic, man, yeah. It was a lot different back then, wasn't it? That was when I was Uber driving, and, yeah. Like $1,000 a week was nothing back then. It was normal. You know, even $1,200, $1,300, whatever, you could do pretty good. And that was just Uber, straight up Uber, picking people up and dropping them off. I wasn't even really Doordashing back then. Some of that time, I don't even know if Doordash existed for some of the time I was Ubering, but yeah, dude, it was different, wasn't it? And then during that whole debacle or whatever, the streets were shut down. Well, not the streets, but you know, like a lot of people were home all the time. And I used to work overnights or whatever. There's only 2 or 3 restaurants that were open, but it was constant, just back and forth, and nobody was on the streets, man. Nobody was on the streets, and it was great, actually. It was good. You walked in, you know, you picked up, walked out. There was not a lot of walk-ins at the restaurants. But I mean, at the same time, I'd rather see business. I'm glad to see that businesses are open and people are out and about. But it was special to be able to just have the road to yourself for the most part. That was nice, I will say. Tequila Worms, thank you for stopping in. Good conversation. Hope you have a good, I guess morning, right? Since it's late night / morning there. So maybe we'll see you on another live stream. I'm like sun gazing. Y'all ever see that? You see those people that like sun gaze? They just kind of like look off into the distance at the sun. I think there's a certain time of the day they do it or something, and they feel like it makes them healthier or whatever. I'm sure there's some benefit, but it's like going blind might be one of the downsides. All right, so good. I can't recommend. You know what I mean? Maybe it's good, but there's just too much we don't know about that. And it just doesn't seem like a good idea, actually. All right, we're here. Let's see. Okay, it's got to be right there. Yeah, it's different. The app's kind of slowed down, man. Sometimes I get a good week though. Like, hold on, I'll be right back. Take my key. That ended up being $10, so that gets us up to we're at $46.16. So one more delivery and we're gonna hit that $50 mark. So it won't be quite in 3 hours, but we could be close. Oh, this might be it. Whoa, dude! That's not excitement in a good way. $2 for 2 orders for 6 miles. And one of them is a Wingstop? Decline. Anyway, check the chat. Oh, okay. Yeah, tequila worms also look at that. I think the veterinarian is actually hard. If you're trying to study about multiple animals, just studying human biology. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Because then you got to know about all the different animals. Different animals from the different animal kingdoms. Either busy or chaos roads because they lose all common sense when anything falls from the sky. You're talking about snow. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens Friday, I think it is. Excuse me. I got some... Oh, you're talking about the sunglasses. And we're talking about how it used to be. Yeah, Nighthawk. Yep. Definitely different now. X-Racing Videos, watching from Brazil. How's it going, X-Racing Videos? Welcome to the live stream. We're trying to get $50 and we're very close on Doordash. We got 46.16, so the next delivery will do it. Most likely. So, thank you guys for being here. And once we get the 50, I'll ask you guys what you want to do. You know, whether we should keep going or... I'm going to keep driving no matter what. I'll be driving until like 9 o'clock tonight or later. Because that's just the gig life, guys. Anybody who does this knows that. You got to work, man. You got to drive a lot to make this thing work. Because yes, you have some, you know, like we talk about those $30 orders that happen sometimes. They do, but you're only going to get them if you're out here like all day, you know, most days. And then boom, you know, you get that and it makes the day. But it's like, dude, you gotta have a lot of exposure to make it work. So, or if you're Amazon Flex and you got to do like 2 shifts, you can't just do just the one. Probably you might get 100, but then to do more than 2, you're gonna have to do 2 shifts and things like that. So we have that infamous meme, the one with the cars. Yeah, we were talking about on the stream yesterday actually. The snowpocalypse. You guys should look it up because the city I'm in, Raleigh, there's something called if you look up snowpocalypse Snowpocalypse, Glenwood Avenue, and I can't remember the year, but if you look that up, you will probably find it because the internet's like that, right? And yeah, check that out. That's what happens when it snows here in Raleigh. We're unprepared, woefully unprepared for that kind of thing. So, and proud of it. I'm just playing. Yeah, dude, Brazil. That's what's Brazil in the house. That's awesome. So, let you go, and then I'm also going to go. Because we're going to go back this other direction. Yeah, so we're about to hit the 50. If we get the next delivery, we'll hit 50. Almost any delivery will do, except for $2 for 6 miles for 2 orders. That was crazy, man. They're tripping. I don't even know how you get 2 orders for $2. How does that work? The base pay is supposed to be $2. I've never seen that before. Maybe it was to the same drop-off, and because it's the same customer, the base pay is combined. Let me know what you guys think about that, but I don't know. That's what it was, $2 for 2 pickups, man. And I think 1 drop-off. I think it was going to the same customer. That's one of the wildest things I've ever seen, dude. We're taking this one. Pickled onion, $7, 3 miles. 3.2 miles, $7. That's a good one. We're not going to be able to turn. That's okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to kind of turn it around here to go get that one, but it's all good. We're gonna do that. Actually, let's go with the left-hand lane. It's easier to turn from the left side if you're turning around than it is from the right side. You don't have to cross traffic. I think it was the same customer. I think it was 2 pickups at a restaurant for the same customer. It was $2, man. So the base pays per customer, maybe. I don't know. Hop in here real quick, and then we'll hop right back out in traffic. Man, that was wild, dude. I cannot believe how bad that order was, man. I've never seen that before. Usually each order is $2 base pay. Well. The scammery continues. Should be an easy pickup. This is a bar, but usually, I would say 75% of the time they have the order ready. If not, I have to sit in there in a bar with everybody at the bar. And I don't really drink, it's not my thing. So it's always fun, right? Hang out around a bunch of, but maybe, it's 350, so hopefully not a lot of, maybe not too many people in there. And that will put us over our goal. GPS here. 3 minutes out. That's what it says. Do we trust the GPS? No, we don't. But it still tells us what it thinks, regardless, whether we trust it or not. Really, what's more important is what's going on out here. Because traffic can change at any moment, my friends. Another Cybertruck. See, I told you guys. What is that? 3 today. So Colorado. You were staying in Colorado 10 per week or something like that. Well, that's 3 so far within the last pretty much hour. And if I had the camera turned around, you guys can see it. But I mean, we'll do that. We do that from time to time. We'll turn the camera around. I just haven't done it today for whatever reason. I can't really do it while I'm driving because I'm not allowed to operate the equipment like that while I'm driving, but yeah. Oh, almost there. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. We're about to reach the goal, man. We're about to do it. Better late than never, right? Took long enough. But yeah, like I was saying, man, sometimes a slow day leads into a good night. And it does happen. And you gotta understand that, you know what I mean? Just because you're out and it's slow during the daytime and you're driving, it's not an indicator of what it's going to be like that night. Not necessarily. Sometimes it can be the exact opposite, man. People didn't buy a lot at lunch, and then they're going to get, dinner for the family at night. You know what I mean? That same person might be ordering dinner tonight. So you don't ever know. You can't really predict. Totally, I have found. Back in here. Colorado, the apps force us to show the base pay, fare, and tip if there is a tip. Interesting. I just see the number. Just put out 2 videos, squirrel. Okay, cool. Well, I'll check those out. See, likely yes per customer. Yeah, there's a few pickled onions around here. Cybertrucks aren't very popular in Colorado, but we have plenty of the other Tesla models. Yeah, I'm driving in Raleigh, North Carolina, X Racing. All right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna pick this order up. All right, got it. It's like salads and stuff. Keep that cold. All right, let's do this, guys. We're gonna complete the $50. Back roads too. That's even better. Back roads. I say that it's in the city though. These are like little side roads. It's a good route actually. GPS, you done good. Very rare that the GPS does good, but hey, we'll just golf clap. Golf clap, everybody, for the GPS. Got it right this time. All right, let's go. Let's roll. Well, at least we did this before dark. I'm saying it's like it's done. I'll say that after we actually get the order delivered. But yeah, at least we got it. We got it before it's dark, right? I was thinking if that happens, and we are gonna do it within 3 hours, I think, actually. So this is also good news. Not the best, right? We like to shoot for at least 20 per hour, like at the lowest end. We'd like to see more. Because keep in mind, guys, $20 an hour is not really $20 an hour. How about that sunlight? You know, it's not really, because you got to subtract gas, you know, and all of that stuff, all your expenses. So, yeah, that's why we want it to be a higher number. Like 25, 30 would be great, but it's not always like that. But I'm thankful for whatever I get. You know, I'm not one of those people that's, I guess, you know, I'm equal opportunity, good and bad. Like, so I understand the downsides. I could complain all day about DoorDash and stuff, but I also am thankful for it. So it's like, I'm not going to complain all day. I could find things to complain about, but I can also find things to be thankful for. I get to come out and drive. I get to come out and make a little bit of money driving. I really like driving. I like exploring. So in a way, I get to explore a little bit. So every now and then I go to a new place that I haven't been. I'm like, that's interesting. I get ideas for my videos. I get ideas for all kinds of stuff while I'm driving. If I'm not live streaming, you know, all this, I mean, I listen to books and music. I get to, you know, you get paid to listen to music, paid to listen to books. It's not so bad, guys. Sometimes you have slow days like today, and you don't make a whole lot of money or whatever during this time, but, you know. Last week we did like $1,000, so that's pretty good, right? That's not too bad. But always have another thing going. I'll always tell people, have something else being built in the, whether you're building a YouTube channel, writing a book, building a business. Guys, you've got to be moving on if you're in this gig, because this is just as bad as having a bad job if you're not doing that. And please try to stay away from car payments and all that stuff, dude. Get you a car for $2,000, work on it yourself, and just run it out, man. Use that car for everything it's worth. Keep it going, change the oil, change the brakes, change the tires, you know, tires when you need to. You know, you don't have to spend $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 for a car, man. $2,000, you probably get something that's roll that you can use, you know, runs, it drives, it doesn't have to be pretty. Just get something if you're gonna do this. All right, be right back. All right, so that was we're at 53.16. We got another order coming in. I'm not gonna take that. Decline. That's a way too much. Insurance is after Doordash is not worth. Nah, until they deactivate you, bud. Just a matter of time. Having a job, the real paycheck, health insurance. Yeah, that's great. This app's not worth it. That's awesome. Yeah, it's good to have a real job. I would recommend that 95% of people probably need to have a regular job. That's probably what you need, dude. Honestly, because it's a headache otherwise. But if you're willing to put up with headache, there's a lot of upside in creating your own businesses. And, you know, like I was saying, if you're writing a book or creating a YouTube channel, there's a lot of upside to that as well. It's not for everybody. It's tough work. It's not a get rich quick scheme. None of this stuff is. But, you know, it's two different mentalities, right? It's the safety mentality, which, like I said, 99% of people probably should take the safety mentality, get a regular job. Here's the thing about it, though. The regular job can also fire your butt, too, and then you'll be done. You know what I mean? And so we've seen that a lot. We've seen that with the issues that happened like 4 years ago. I had a lot of people I know had good jobs and were laid off from that too. So you really can't rely on jobs that you used to could rely on jobs, but it's still probably the best route for most people. So I'll actually agree with you there. All right, reached your goal. Yes, we did. We reached the goal. So let's see real quick. Oops, resume. It paused me. 53:16. We did it in under 3 hours. So this is the worst numbers that we've done for a long time. So it's 2 hours and this thing said 47 minutes. Hi, happy Wednesday. Hope everybody's. Oh, Blue Wolf, what's up? What's up? That's what's up. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Nighthawk says, I like work. The Finder says, I like working for myself. Nighthawk says, I love that I don't have to deal with the politics, doing office politics. Yeah, and we talked about that yesterday a lot with office politics and stuff. And if you don't, if you're in a situation where you have to deal with everybody in the office and people put on that fake face and then become psychopaths to deal with that. So I don't want to become a psychopath just to keep my job. I did not get anything today, so yeah, I will either get something tomorrow or if not Friday. Okay, that's cool. Let me plug this up for a second. I don't know how long we're probably gonna put this up in a minute here, so we're gonna do the math. We had 2 hours and 47 minutes when we hit the 16. This is gonna be a terrible number. Let's see. If we say 2.5 would be 1. Let's just say 2. I'll just say 2.9. Roughly $18.6 per hour. So not very good, not the best, not what we're looking for, but I can't complain because tonight will probably be better, just to be real. There are plenty of opportunities. Just have to be willing to learn a new skill. Doordash is the easy route, sadly. Yeah, but if building a business is not the easy route. So the thing I do is I sell things on eBay. I buy and sell things, and so I built like a pretty stout eBay account, and that has done probably as much for me as Doordash. But it's also you have to put yourself out there. You have to take the risk. You have to pay the taxes. You have to keep up with things. It's not as easy as having a regular job, but the upside potential is a lot better. So that's what I do there. To each their own. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But yeah, no, I tell young people, go ahead and like learn a trade, because the trade's the best. And I have some trade skills and stuff like that I could fall back on if I really wanted to as well. But anyway, with that said, guys, we've reached our goal. We did it in under 3 hours. Unfortunately, we didn't even hit $20 an hour. So not the best, but it could be worse. Like if someone doesn't like dashing, don't do it. Yeah, exactly. That's true. That is true. It's not for everybody. It's not for most people. Shouldn't be for most people. And I think we'll find that out. But it's a good stepping stone or a side hustle or whatever. But as always, like on my channel, I'm not here to tell people to dash. I'm not one of those channels. There's a lot of channels that are like, it's great, you can get in, you can make money. I'm very realistic about it. And I think today's stream shows you some of the realism about it, how it's not always the greatest money. $18 an hour is not enough. Let's see here. I don't know why the chat's not coming through on this phone. Have you played Jackbox games? It's very fun. I don't know. Oh, you asked if I stream games. So I haven't had time to stream games. I don't have really a setup for that, but I would like to stream some games at some point. That could be fun. But I don't have a lot of time. Because when I'm not doing this, I'm doing the eBay thing. You know what I mean? I'm sourcing either for products or putting the products on the in the account. Like basically taking pictures and listing and things, listing eBay items and then shipping it out. Packing it up, shipping it out, going to the post office, and then I come out and I do this. and then I shoot videos in between. So kind of busy. So I don't know about the games, but it is cool. Let me check this out real quick. Do you have a? Oh no, I would have to check that out through here. I'm just like parked in this neighborhood. Let's see. Okay, so you don't have any Blue Wolf. You don't have any. I was looking to see if you had any videos, but lots of people like watching streams while they play a game or something. Still need a job to make it, bud. Save your money and buy leased equipment. I don't know what you mean about equipment, but tell them get on waiting list for Flex. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to do that really, but yeah, I mean, to each his own. Like I said, dude, you got to do what you got to do. If you want to get a job, that's fine. You want to get a job. You want to get stuck making a certain amount of money, do that. If you want to make more money, then you have to do what you have to do. But I suggest, like I said, like I still stand by, if you're going to be out here door dashing, you do need to have another source of income. You should be building other sources of income. So it's good for people who are willing to do that. But if you don't want to go out on a limb and do that, then or like I'm not disagreeing with heavy burning. I'm actually agreeing with you. If you want to learn a skill, something like carpentry, being an electrician, a mechanic, those things are probably the safest jobs out there. I'm going to take this order before I end the stream, though. They're probably the safest jobs that you can get out there. And I talk about this on my other channel because I talk about AI a lot. Just keep driving, I guess. I talk about AI a lot over there. And so a lot of the jobs that people that I went to high school with, for example, they went to college to learn skills, and they are going to be replaced probably within the next 2 or 3 years by AI agents. Just the AI agents that you can train to do that job just as easily, quicker than the 4 years that it would take a person to go through college. And so those people are probably going to be out of their jobs, man. You know what I mean? Really, you got to be careful relying on a job unless it's a skill like a trade or something like that. Or if you're going to save your money, invest. If you do work one of those jobs, you're going to want to save your money and invest, because you don't know that you're going to have that job forever, man. Nothing is guaranteed. And so even like with Doordash, it's not guaranteed. You can be deactivated. I talk about that too on my channel, which is why I always suggest having a backup. You know what I mean? Always suggest having a backup, and not only just a backup, but build systems to where you don't need this anymore ever. It's what I'm doing. But I actually like to drive, so I'll probably, pop out here every now and then and continue to do that. And of course, traffic will be starting to pick up here. It's 4 o'clock. I'll probably go and, after this delivery, if I don't get another good one, I might take a break through the 5 o'clock traffic today, and then hit it, towards the end of that, and go until about 9:30 or so, probably. So we're in North Carolina. Dude, that sun is crazy, man. I've been sun gazing all day. It seems like, just like whatever health benefits you get from that, I'm probably getting it, because I'm like, I feel like I'm a sun gazer. I'm a sun gazer now. All right, so do you guys want to hang out a little bit, or do you want me to? I can end the stream. We're done. We reached our goal, but you can hang out. You feel free if you want to hang out. Let me know in the chat, and I'll keep streaming for a little bit. Or I can end it here in a little bit once I get to this store, pick up this order. It's all I'll leave it up to you guys. If you want me to keep going, I'll keep going for a while. And then we'll just hang out and chat. Whew, the sun, man, it's crazy sun. Yeah, I appreciate all the support, man. You guys hanging out. That's like good. It's good for me. It's good for my channel situation. It's good for me. Hopefully it's good for you. Hopefully you guys enjoy the hangout, the realism, the lack of sugarcoating. Yeah, I'm down for whatever. You guys want to hang out? We'll hang out for a little bit. So I'll probably take a break after this order, actually. Maybe run like 1 or 2 more orders all the way up until about 5, and then just call it, and then maybe go get some food. So, we're going to that Bojangles the other day. The guy like tried to box me out of the window. So sign up for Expedite. I did not sign up for Expedite. You want to keep chatting? Okay, that's cool. We'll keep chatting. We'll hang out for a little bit. Dude, the sun is crazy, man. It's not all the way down, and it's still got a little ways to go, and it feels like it's just like it's like the sun is just sitting there like staring at me. It's looking me right in the eye, dude. Can you see? All right. Let's go pick up this order. I'll be right back. Be right back. My in-laws are in NC. That's why I asked yesterday about how close you are to the beach. They're about 10 minutes from the water, so maybe an hour away from you. Maybe I'll see you one day visiting. Interesting. Yeah, no, I'm about an hour and a half. Yeah, hour and a half, depending on where. Never heard of Expedite, mainly due to Amazon. I used to live in Sea Level NC, family in Wilmington. I'm about to focus on work. Yeah, that's cool. It's a catering app. That's what's up. Be right back, guys. All right. About to focus on work. Is that Amazon Flex? Are you Amazon Flexing? Flexing, bruh? People tell me I need to do Walmart Spark. Thought about it, man. think I emailed them, and I feel like they haven't gotten back to me. You doing Walmart? Got a lot of Walmart Spark people. I don't know. I hear decent things about that. As far as, I think at the end of the day, the earning potential of all of these is about the same. I think you're gonna go from one app to another and make more money. This is just the type of thing you can use to pay your bills while you build stuff. It's kind of what I think. Or if you're in between, you know. In between time. I'm not a fan of shopping orders. So that's one thing I like about Doordash. I have the shopping orders turned off. And I just take pickups, which is nice. Just run in and pick up and go and drop off. And like I said, listen to some books or whatever, or live stream. Things like that, right? But I've listened to tons of books. Not tons, but a lot of books doing this. It's one of the best things about it, man. One of the best things about it, dude. I get paid to listen to books, so that's cool. I know it's not the same as reading. It's not like having the book in your hand. You hear that all the time. And I kind of agree. But it's the best you can do while you're driving. You know, you can't be reading a book while you're driving. So I feel like it's a good middle ground between videos and reading. You know what I mean? Or watching a movie and reading. You still have to be a little bit creative in your mind to imagine the things that you're reading. But it's not the same as actively reading with your eyes and then translating that into the words in your mind and then visualizing it. It's just you hear it and you visualize it. It's kind of spoon-fed to you. So it's not exactly the same, but I still think it's beneficial. And I think maybe it's more beneficial than watching a movie, because in the movie, they take the script and then they translate it for you into the images and everything, and you don't even have to work to create the images in your mind. So that's less work, more like junk food or whatever, I guess you could say. More prepared. Anyway. That's my thoughts on audiobooks. I think they're great. Is it the same as reading? No, but it's better than a movie. I think it is better than a movie. Plus, there's a lot of books that have not been made into movies, and then a lot of books they make them into movies and they kind of mess it up. You know, and it's not. They lose part of the plot, or for whatever reason, it's not the same. And that's always a shame, So, in the rare case of something like Lord of the Rings, where they either left out certain parts or changed certain things just a little bit, it actually worked out pretty good, and I'm okay with it. Lord of the Rings is one of the few exceptions, in my opinion, where I like the books and I like the movies as well. So. Turn into this neighborhood real quick. Yeah, the traffic is starting. I can feel the traffic just starting. It's not good. Man, I should have took that first lift. I gotta drive through this neighborhood now. It's alright. These guys are blowing those leaves, but I feel like every time the cars go by, the leaves are getting blown up again and like scattered out across the road. Alright. We're gonna, man, it's like quiet, this neighborhood. It was loud on the road. I get this neighborhood, it's like, it's quiet. We're hunting weapons. I think that's our building up there. I think that's the building. It is. It is. It is the building. We found it. All right, I just got to figure out which side we're going in. See if the pin kind of shows. It says it's on this side. Let's find out. Wish me luck on this one, guys. I might be walking around a little bit. Yeah, it was on the opposite side. It was on the opposite side of where the pin was dropped at. You know, when you look at the little building and see the pin, it was like actually supposed to be over there, but she came out and met me, so that was cool. How did this delivery go? Yeah. All right, so who else still in here? Now you want Bojangles? That's, yeah, I know, right? Trying to think what we're gonna do here. So I'm probably gonna end the stream. I appreciate you guys being here. It was a pretty good stream, right? Even though it wasn't as successful as we would like to be monetarily with Doordash and everything, I think it was still, you know, I had fun hanging out with you guys. K-Wolf, thanks everyone. Yep, see you next time. Appreciate it. The Finers, appreciate you being here. Everybody else who's here. Kendra, everybody who showed up. My mods did good today. I see you guys. One of you guys had to do some work, some cleanup work, and I appreciate you doing that for me while I'm not able to do it. So you guys did a great job, and yeah, so thanks for being here. With that said, so it took us 2 hours and 47 minutes to make the $50, and it was 53, and it ended up being around $18 an hour, roughly speaking. So not the best day, but a real day, reality, right, of the gig work. So appreciate you guys being here. And as always, and I will catch you guys on the next one. I am out.